Well, Bart, we had a taste of carnival action there last Saturday at Eagle Farm with 2 features. We've got 3 here at Doomben. The theme of last week, the locals were cleaned up by the Southerners there last week. Gerald Ryan had a real day out.
Yeah, 4 of the 9 winners from Sydney. So I think that's encouraging for the Sydney stables to come to Brisbane. They can see that their form stacks up well here. The locals might fight back.
The first of the features on Saturday, the locals do look to have a strong hand. Steve O'Day and Matt Hoyster got 2 impressive last start winners, Taranga and Canadian Dancer. Now, Canadian Dancer, I think we both want to be with her, but there's just reasons not to be.
Nathan, I've got to say, when I looked at the form for this meeting, there was 2 of me. There was Considered Bart and Bold Bart. I put Considered Bart in the cupboard with the punter's rule book, particularly for this race, the Princess Stakes. Canadian Dancer, a lot of negatives. Up in weight, up in distance, miles second up. But I went back and had a look at the replay at Ipswich. She was held up. She had to go back a bit further than I think she can settle here. And then when she did get into the clear, only about the 150 metre mark, she just burst to the line. Now, the quality of the opposition, not great, but you had to be impressed by what you saw. And I weighed it up with her form last campaign. She showed promise, and sometimes 3-year-olds do come on a lot. I'm hoping that's the case, but Molekula is
You went close. Mokalua.
Mokalua, Clary's filly. She's really well weighted here, but got a tricky draw. Don't know how to line up her last run. It was a soft track or heavy track, so
She's got 2 runs that stand out. She won that group race at Moonee Valley, and she was close up in a really good race at Flemington this time around, and both of those stand head and shoulders above what these have done so far.
Granted, but she's still got that poor draw. Considered Bart's in the cupboard.
All right, Canadian Dancer, all right, in the Princess. But the Mick Dittman Plate has come up to be a fantastic race. A lot of southern interest in this race with some well-performed horses heading north here. But again, the locals have a good contingent here. Prince of Boom's in winning form, Alpine Edge resumes, and Star Tontes, I don't think she's out of place in a Stradbroke Star Tontes. You can correct me.
Agreed. 3-year-old fillies in the Stradbroke I like. She's got a touch of class about her. I was busting to tip her here, but from the 11-10, double figure gates have got a poor record. You just want to see her flashing to the line. I think you will see that. Prince of Boom's drawn to get a good ring to be on the speed or lead. I'm watching Star Tontes.
I just wasn't overly. I know that they said he had improvement from the trial, Prince of Boom, but I would have liked to see him put Ubiquitous away in the trials. So
yeah, he's marked the favourite early. I don't think he's much value. I think there's a lot of chances in that, and it could change complexion late.
Yeah, Star Tontes is the one I'm almost going to spec her at the $8 because I think she's the best horse in the race and almost be kicking herself if we missed here.
Well, this is good, we agree.
All right, that's a couple of the features out of the way. Some best bets for you. You've labelled Canadian Dancer as 1.
I don't know about labelled.
You're sticking solid though. This is a horse you've been with the whole way through, and you're going to stick solid on the 7-day backup. Yeah,
Sir Warwick, he's got a few negatives. He had a hard run last week. I think he would have been better another pair back. He was on speed. The winner had a gun run on the fence and nailed him late. I don't blame Jim Byrne for where he landed on him, but I just think he would have been better back a pair. Now he's backing up, he's back in distance slightly, but against that he's got 1 early. When the fields came out, there was no jockey, and I looked through and I thought, gee, Leah Kilner would be a good fit here. She can ride 52.5. Lo and behold, that's what occurred. So he dropped 6 kilos. Now he does go up in grade.
Did you use some of your influence there?
No, I didn't contact Jake. I was tempted, but maybe I mentally just got in his head. But I think that's a really good move by Jake Capewell to put the 2 kilo claim on when she can ride at the 52.5. 1 barrier is gold at this start. Jake's a good horseman. He wouldn't back him up if he didn't think he'd come through that hard run last week. So I've got to be with him again.
I thought that race looked super tough, and I also think this one looks super tough, the one you're going to tip in next.
Yeah, I think Shamaton, it was set up for back markers last time. We saw more Sundays come from last with a flashing finish. Shamaton was nearly as strong and was just edged out. I think that this is the right race, and I think the weights give him a chance. He drops in weight here.
I've agreed with you most of that. I'm going to take on Shamaton. That weight rise, I don't like it at all. And I think there's some here that are well over the odds. Acrobatic's got form around these.
Back in grade though, it counteracts the weight.
Acrobatic has really good form in similar grade to this, is around $15, $16. Stolen Jade, she struck wet tracks this time around. Last time we saw her in Queensland, she was impressive.
She won at the coast, yeah.
She's around $19, and I think Already Blessed, the stablemate of yours, at the $15 mark gets a nice run. So I'm going to play a few at bigger odds in that race and take on the favourite.
It's a race you're looking for value.
There's value for most of the day, and including the last. I think we're on a Unity ticket in the last on Never No More.
Yeah, I think his form's been terrific all the way through.
Give him strength to get us home on what is a tough day, but a terrific day of racing. We look forward to seeing you here on Saturday.